Good morning, everybody, and happy Thursday. All right, well, this worked out pretty good last night. I did do a quick little test with TV, and then I started getting really sleepy and fell asleep. Little warm up here right now, to be honest with you. So we're at 69 degrees, 20 degrees Celsius, and we are scheduled for lots of rain today. All right, it is about time to roll out the door. It's beyond time to roll out the door. All right, down to second cup of coffee, but it is, I'm getting myself all confused with microphones and cameras and whatnot this morning. So when I turn the TV off, it automatically switches the audio over to the Mac. That's something that it never did before, but I figured it out. So it wasn't getting power to the Mac yesterday. That's why the screen, if it's not powered, it doesn't have enough energy to run as an external display. But got all that figured out. Apple TV's hooked up. But yeah, this worked out. Priya slept really well. A little girl, kitty cat here, slept with me, and mostly next to me, not on me. So she is definitely making her bed in my bed. So, but we got to get going. Let's hit the road. Cloudy, a little bit cooler, but yeah, we are under a flood watch. We're supposed to get hit with some serious rain now. That'll be interesting. Oh, this is going to be a fun day because there's literally 3 of us there until 1 o'clock, and then at 1:30 there's still back down to 3 of us, and 2:30 still 3 of us because I'll leave and the cashier comes in and take over for me. So, ooh, it's kind of a pretty sky we got going on here again this morning. Boy, that cloud last night, that thing was massive. I'm glad I got the drone out after all and got some pictures of it. It's exactly the, well, not exactly the thing I planned on doing with it. It just became me doing so much photography and me thinking I was going to go away from making the videos. It definitely made me another camera device. I've definitely put it up there enough times. The drone is getting to the point now where I look down and it's already getting high enough to see over all these mountains. I'm not going to verbally say the heights. So that is pretty. Right in the middle there, that's really neat looking. Alrighty, let's get to work. No, I'm pretty, right now I'm okay with the room setup. It's a little tight with my computer chair to get, but I did move the table over quite a few inches as far as I could to the right. I'm off-center to the TV, but like I said, the 65-inch screen's so big, and I don't usually use Final Cut in full screen. I can bring that window over to me. There's a few little things that feel like it changed on the TV. It feels like it's really dark. I try to make adjustments, and boy, did I mess it up. I had to reset the damn color profile and everything. But I have my Essential, what was that, JBL Essential speaker connected to I did connect it to the Mac when I watched San Andreas, but I would probably use the Apple TV to watch most movies and stuff. The only thing is, when I switched it back over to HDMI this morning from last night, I had to open the Mac, and that's kind of why I sit the Mac out of that vertical holder, because it's just not practical. With this beta, it's been very glitchy. If I do like a restart, it shuts the computer completely off. It doesn't like restart it. I don't know if Apple's even aware of that glitch. I should probably put that through. Every time I try to restart my Mac, it actually physically shuts off and does not come back on. But a lot of those pictures I did last night from ground level they were shot on the iPhone, but they were shot on the Project Indigo app from Adobe. Because you can, with the 10X, you get super resolution. I think they're clearer than if you use the stock iOS camera. I think some of the trees might have grabbed the focus on me though, which is fine. It's, learning how to use it and whatnot. But it's convenient, but at the same time, you've got to be paying attention to what you're doing, because there's a little, you have some adjustments you can make with that app. But if you have an iPhone, I'm not sure how old they go down to help, but so far it's free. So, and it gives you the the whole ISO and shutter controls that you would have with your bigger cameras. You don't get an f-stop or anything like that, but really not much you can do with that. Same with the drone. I can't adjust the f-stop. That's a set 1.7. That's why next time we go to Mike's, I gotta make sure I have the ND filter in the bag. And they don't make a video app though, which honestly, that's, I think with the Sony, when I go to, if I'm going to shoot any video, I'm going to switch it back to just let it do its own thing, because otherwise, every time I've taken it to the races since that first trip that I did the whole recording on there, yeah, I haven't gotten it to work right again. Good afternoon, everybody. We have got much cooler temperatures right now, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, I just want to confirm 22 degrees Celsius. What a difference it makes. Still a little humid because we are supposed to get some rain. 80% chance of rain according to the app right now. So, oh, nope, it dropped again. 71-21. Wow. So, getting little man out for a quick little walk. Do some property surveying since, it's cool out. And we can breathe. I'm so glad that work day is over. Rush to get freight done, and get on register for the rest of my shift from 9 until 2:30. As well as, boxing, cooler, MDU, cleaning up other freight. It was a hell of a day. And I'm ready to be off now. So, get these puppies out for walks. Everybody was so happy to see me, including Kitty. She's always happy to see her daddy. She's meow, meow, and that was the cat that was always silent. Now she's a meower. Not like extreme, not like the other one, but still, she talks to me quite a bit. Oh, man, I don't foresee any drone flights today, so you guys are probably safe on that. I don't think any photography either. This sky does not look very pretty. So it looks like Tim was messaging me earlier. DJI has finally released their 360 camera today. $550. I think that's on par with the rest of them. No, I just don't like the concept, and from what I've seen from the Insta360 from different people, why? It's so bad. All right, I got boom pick up, and then we'll discuss this more. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I caught a video. Now, granted, the videos I've seen aren't your typical everyday use cases of it. Gentleman mounted it to his dog with their special harness, and I don't know if it's the bit rate because of the dog running, or if the camera is absolutely that horrible because it looked like trash. So, but it would be neat to have one camera and to be able to talk and also see away at the same time, but there's gotta be some breakdown of how that falls short in different situations. So it's just not anything that's ever interested me. If anybody out there has one, let me know your opinions on it, or your stories with it, if you've used one. I have never, and honestly, until now, the only choices were GoPro or Insta360. Two brands that I stay really far away from. Now, I did watch Tamara Gabriel's video on the Ace Pro 2, and she did a side-by-side. Definitely they have made improvements to it. Not that it was a bad camera, but if you haven't ever held it, it is heavy. It is the size of the Action 5 with the metal case on it, with no case on it. So it's already super heavy. Everybody was really worried about the back screen breaking, and that whole conversation is I think Insta is like, shut up. Because no one mentions that anymore. But I just don't like the brand. After the issues with the Flow, and their piss poor customer service, and then when the little knob broke off to move it, that was the end for me. So I won't touch their brands. And I mean, I haven't dealt with DJI customer service mainly because I haven't had to. It works. It doesn't break. Little man's like, are we done yet? No, we're not done yet. It's beautiful out here for puppy walks. This is daddy's kind of weather, and should be yours too. It feels so nice out here. It's like pre-fall. I know it's a tease. And unfortunately, the purple is very faded on these guys today. Could be the lackluster sun. Trying to find some color around here, but good luck. Yeah, I did mention to maintenance the other day about that gutter, and they cleaned that thing completely off. Good job, guys. Our maintenance guys are really good guys. I have no qualms about them. It's the management portion of it that's needs some fine-tuning. Hello, Mr. Leaning Tree. Oh, I should get the drone out and maybe check out the high school, because I hear the band playing. I haven't measured the angle here in a while. Feels like it's lifted up quite a bit more. Actually, it's kind of, oh no, now it's leaning toward power lines. Oh, that's awesome. The one telephone pole in the area, in fact, that's probably the property line right there, are these telephone poles. Like I mentioned the other day, we are underground electric. Now, it looks like my cut-in area has grown back in pretty heavy. There's still a little bit of a patch there from last year when I tried to get poop bags. That's where I got the poison on my legs, which sucked horribly. Now that I know peroxide is the way to go with that. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. Yeah, I tried rubbing alcohol. That didn't seem to do anything, but peroxide, that killed everything this year. That was my legs haven't itched since. So if you ever run into poison or whatnot, get a little cotton pad, douse it in peroxide, and just rub it all over your legs. And it doesn't, I mean, now for me personally, it didn't hurt, but it took care of the issues. So I mean, I still have some marks, but they're healing up now. Ooh, these maple trees, they're always so pretty when they're getting ready to change. It's like the beautiful, perfect time of year for them. I still stand by my recommendations for the Pocket 4. Improved sensor. It just needs a little tweaking, updating. 40 megapixel camera for stills and onboard storage. And it will be a juggernaut for the next couple years. And I wouldn't be surprised if all three of those things don't happen, because I can't imagine that they would keep this behind the action cameras with the megapixels of photography with it, because it is very handy. You got a gimbal, you can take pictures. And using the remote on the Bluetooth, that took me a few seconds to figure out. I might want to turn those sounds down now. Turn my sounds up, because I thought that was control the speaker volume on this thing. But no, 4K 60 has no audio. So, or no, 4K 120 has no audio. Unlike the iPhone, where if you're in slow motion, you still get audio and you can play back at normal speed. Alrighty, that was an interesting, fun little test. But yeah, it'd be neat to have 120 with audio enabled to get a little kind of like the action cameras can do for slowing down things in post, certain fast things. So I would even go as far as saying slight waterproofing for, you know, splashes or rain or something, but I'd say the damn things are pretty durable when it comes to weather, from what I've seen. So I don't think you'd want to do it repeatedly, but now and again probably wouldn't, you know, probably kill it, but Just a little bit more, maybe. Man, I don't know, on that walk, I just started getting a really nauseous feeling. That's not good. And I don't think drinking a small glass of milk was a smart idea, feeling that way. Thought I just needed a drink or something, but ugh, that's probably not smart for me. But we got the princess out. And pudding pie out here for a walk. So let her do her business and check the mail, and then I think I might rest a little bit here before dinner, because I just don't feel that great right now.